Yay, 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 Jen, Jen, Jen. I'm so excited. I'm excited to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you for a while. Hi. Yay. You have your headphones on. I have mine in my hand. So let me just I'm just going to start talking and just see if there's any feedback or anything. Let's see. Um,
Uh, Can
yeah.
you hear me?
Are you, I can hear you. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. I think we're okay. Thank you for wearing your headphones. Look at you, diligent, amazing. Yay! Oh my gosh, Jen's here, you guys. Jen's here. Show her the love. Show her the love. Lots of hearts. Yes, Trisha's just saying beautiful and get in that VIP. It's amazing. So I was just sharing stuff about the VIP group, which Jen is a part of. So Jen, can you see the comments?
Um, oh yeah, I can.
Okay, awesome. So I will also just share the comments. I might be able to see them easier, but Christy says hi, and Paulette says hi, and Bianca says hi, and I love this girl. Oh my goodness. So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to have you here. Thank you so much. Trisha says hi. Anybody else want to say hi to Jen? I say hi.
Hi back to everybody.
um,
And thank you
um,
all so much for being here. And thank you, Heather, for inviting me and giving me this opportunity.
Absolutely, absolutely. So incredible, so incredible. It has been such an honor. I feel like, have I known you? Has it been about 3 years?
Probably
I
pretty
think
close. Hmm.
it's pretty incredible. So I'm going to tell them our story of one of the first times we met. It was so fun, guys. So we were at, was it a healing circle or a book club?
A,
Something.
a book club Reiki share.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it was. And so, people are trickling out. And so Jen leaves and I go downstairs and I can't find my shoes, right? And so I took my shoes. I couldn't find them, right? So somehow Jen figured out I was wearing the wrong shoes, but actually they were the right shoes. We had the exact same pair of shoes, right? And for some reason they first feel, like my shoes. And so Jen's like, I'm at the grocery store. I'll be right back with your shoes. It's so funny. I was like, well, now you walked a mile in my shoes.
Literally. On my side, so I was walking around the grocery store and I kept feeling my shoes were weird and I kept looking and walking where I'm like, I've worn these for every day for the last 3 months, so they shouldn't feel like this. I started looking at them and they were brand new. Mine were worn and yours were brand new, so they felt odd to me. And I didn't know whose shoes they were, and you're the only contact I had. So I'm all, Heather, is anybody missing their shoes? And you're all, yeah, I am.
That is perfect. Well, and I love just even the synchronicity of that.
Uh,
Like I only had Heather as a contact, and I think there was probably about 10 people there or so.
right.
They had me as a contact. So I loved it. Yeah, that was so awesome. So yeah, so thank you, Jen. You walked a mile. I love that. So as part of the interview, I'm going to asking people like, what was your most profound spiritual experience, or what was your spiritual awakening like? So I'd love to hear from you about that.
Okay. During this process and thinking through those questions has been really good because it's really helped me kind of identify and acknowledge how many spiritual experiences I've had. And so that's been really fun and really validating to me in my life. But one of the most profound that I've had, and it's kind of as I started working with you and some of the limiting beliefs that I'd had about myself um, was lacking in trusting myself. And so this experience was huge validation and kind of came apart about when I first started working with you as an advisor. And so I was attending a sweat lodge for the Sacred Women initiation, and I actually had the experience and was able to visually see my main guide. Um, it's an Indian guide, and he was wearing a headdress and I could feel him. I could feel his presence. I could feel the love he had for me. I could visually see him and have that validation and connection to me. And then as I take that feeling and what that was like and go back in my life, I can actually pinpoint different times where like I've had struggles or whatnot that I very much know, oh, that was him, that he was there with me. He helped me get through that. And so for profound or more just huge validation and in line with working through some of those limiting beliefs, that one was, it was pretty special and neat to me.
Wow, that's incredible. That's incredible. And I do remember you sharing that story. And how many people here have goosebumps? Like I have like goosebumps like no other. I have chills like no other. And then I started getting tears too. So anybody feel the spirit signs? We would love to hear from you. Because as you were talking, Jen, it was so profound. And I loved hearing that story and hearing when you met your main guide in the sweat. And it was interesting too, because then in the mediumship one class, you meet your main guide, right? Well, you had already met your main
Mm-hmm.
guide.
Yeah,
And
at the time I didn't really know who it was.
mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And good point. And I loved being able to do the advising session where we were really looking at him as the main guide, your main guide. And then also so incredible as, you know, as you're able to look back and just think, oh my gosh, he was here for this. He was here for this. He was here
Mm-hmm.
for that, you know, and almost like, oh, you know.
Almost
Mhm.
like what? I missed that. You're cutting out just a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah. Almost like just like so
Mm,
humbling. Wow,
mm-hmm.
this amazing God was with me all of those different times.
Very
Hmm.
humbling. Yes. And gratitude, just huge gratitude and love that comes in, and a feeling of safety, really just kind of, ah, he's got my back. He's there. He's been there for me along with the validation. So, yeah, it was neat.
Very, yeah, very incredible. And I'm glad you shared that, just because it's been so neat to see that connection, see you being able to really connect with him. Um, Another thing I would love to bring up is that Jen is really good at exit point. And it's almost just it I feel like at times it feels really haphazard, like you are just there at the scene.
Right.
Could you tell us a little more about that, or some of the instances that you realized you're good at exit point?
Well, yeah. um, so in my life, I've just kind of at different points realized that people kind of come around me and they've passed, and it's not necessarily been people right close to me in my personal circle, although they're in my circle. I know the people, and they'll come uh, into mind, or different things, and before they pass. But the most recent and the most profound, again, with that one was a friend of mine that I had when I was a freshman in high school. And so it's been quite a few years. Um, when I started massage school, I started having memories of him again, and feeling his presence, and feeling, you know, I could smell him. I could feel his presence. The memories were coming back very much like they were just current with me now. And there was a lady it was from Idaho Falls, and there was a lady in Idaho Falls that was in my class, and I happened to ask her, is there any chance that you know this person? And she's like, oh yeah, we've been really good friends for 25 years. He just happens to be back in town, and he's really sick. And so that was, he was sick and he's passed now. So he passed within just a couple, uh, actually it was about a month of me just being around the person that knew him, and just kind of connecting with that energy or whatnot. And I really didn't know what that was either. Again, with Heather, your validation and saying, oh, those are somehow I'm connecting or being in alignment with the exit points. And I didn't know anything about that. I kind of worried about maybe I was the angel of death or something. Don't get close to me. But that's not the case. And so I was able to please don't. I was able to talk with him at least and visit with him before he passed, just briefly. So that was good.
Yeah. And, and I just think about how profound those moments were, and I love that you bring that forward. Like, don't hang out with me. I was like the angel of death or that kind of thing. And I feel like really speaking into that because I feel like, hi, sweetheart, you got a friend with you, huh?
You want to say hi?
She's like, hello.
Wait.
She's like, who is this?
This is Aaliyah. She's my granddaughter. She's being shy.
Are you Aaliyah?
Oh, come say hi.
Hi, Aaliyah. Oh, sweet baby. I love it. And I just want to speak into that for everybody, that there are people who are really good at exit points. And it's interesting, the various people that I've met that are really good at this, they do think that maybe they cause it or they're somehow a part of it or something like that. So I just want to say that it's truly like just an incredible gift that you have, so amazing on that part. So I'd love to hear some of the things that you've taken advantage of. Like, hi, sweet girl. Hi, Aaliyah. Look at her cute little hair. Oh, there she is. How old is she?
6.
6. Wow, so sweet. Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, I'd love for you to share the various things you have taken advantage of with my services and just how that's changed you or how you have grown from that.
Okay. The pendulum and using the pendulum and the clearing steps, some of that has, as I work with that, I find that helping me trust my intuition. It has helped me learn how to kind of clear. I've kind of known in my own way how to clear myself, but this kind of expedites it, or you've helped me learn how to expedite it and be more, I guess, productive with it. The loving treatment and the affirmations, the loving treatment has been huge for me, and trying to, 1 second. You're going to have to wait.
Hi, Aaliyah.
Nana, can you get this one out?
Nana.
Go ask your mama, okay, please?
No.
Just a sec. And
I love it.
she's learning patience. Just a sec.
Yeah, so sweet.
What did I not?
Can she listen? Do you want to take your headphones
I'm
out?
not learning patience.
She's denying learning patience.
Right. It's okay if she wants to listen.
Is that okay?
Do you want to have her listen?
Do you want to
Yeah.
put it in?
And then maybe
It's
just take
okay.
the headphones out. Or yeah, either way.
There we go.
So hi, Aaliyah.
Hi.
So the affirmations and the loving treatment have been huge. Some of the books that you've referred me to, The Big Leap, and that, and learning about my glass ceiling and trying to go work through that and move through that glass ceiling has been huge. Courtney mentioned a book called Big Magic too when she was in her interview. That one, for some reason this week, has been a huge aha as I work through some of my beliefs and some of my patterns and behaviors that I have codependent behaviors. And so that book, in learning that it's not my job, there's a lot of things that aren't my job that I run around thinking are my job. So the loving treatments and the affirmations and using the pendulum, and that has kind of helped facilitate and move me through things a little bit faster. And some of those beliefs that I was just really holding on to and didn't quite know how to let go of.
Yeah, I'm so glad, and it's been amazing. You can tend to her if you need to, and I'll talk to the audience if you need to. The
One
video
second.
froze. Oh shoot! But I love what Jen said, because with the pendulum clearing that we've done in the spiritual advising, it takes us back to a moment, and it assists us to be able to clear whatever that is, so that we can move forward and we can kind of let go of whatever is holding us back. And so I love that that's something that really resonated with Jen. And then also the loving treatment. So the loving treatment and affirmations, that's actually in the freebie hub. So you guys all have access to that. And so the freebie hub is also in the pinned post, and you just go ahead and you sign up, and then you get all the freebies that we're putting in there. And one of the freebies is the loving treatment. And so that's what Jen is talking about. And I do that every single morning. And then I often I want to say prescribe, but I also often recommend that people do that every day, and then eventually do that into a mirror, if you can do that. And so it sounds like with Jen, it's changed. It's changed you. Which is pretty amazing. So it looks like you're needing to tend to Aaliyah. So I would love to hear. Actually, I want to preface this. I'd love to hear what you're doing now, and I need to preface this with, Jen is an amazing massage therapist. I have to say that. And so it's really funny, because actually before I came on, my husband was just talking about how he's coming to you Monday. He's already been there with you one time. Yeah. So he's like, I'm going back. And so it was really cute, because we were just, I'm like, oh, I'm going to interview her. So I'm like, that was synchronistic. So I would love to hear, what are you doing now? What, almost as if like, perhaps what have you incorporated into your healing practice? What are you doing for your healing practice? Yeah, take her away, girl.
Okay. I finished massage school last May, so I've opened a little studio of my own over at the Whole Health Co-op. And with that, I am Reiki 1 and 2 certified. I kind of integrate the Reiki into my massages, and I've been able to get some insights coming through. And as I'm working through some of the channeling that you're teaching us, that we're working through, and building my trust in myself that way, pulling in some insights and being able to help people that way. But even without the insights, just adding the Reiki to the massage has been huge, and it's fulfilling to me. I feel like I'm actually being able to help people. My job's not to fix them. My job's to help them be in a place where they help them fix themselves, because that's all they can do. I can't fix them. And so it just adds another element to a massage and creates that space. So
absolutely. And I love that. And it's funny, because when I was going through my Reiki training, I would practice on my husband. I'd be like, come here, let me practice Reiki on you, right? And so I don't know why, it just like so dawned on me that no wonder he's like, I'm going back, because I'm just thinking, like, you have that massage and you have the Reiki, like you get two for the price of one. So I think that's absolutely incredible. And that's here in Pocatello. So that's at the Holistic Cooperative in Pocatello. And I would love for you to be able to drop in the comments like how people can get in touch with you.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll for sure copy that and then put that at the top of the movie. We're in a movie right now, at the top of the video. So I just want to thank you, Jen, just for coming on, and would love to hear too. Actually, I feel like there's more. I almost feel like, do you have any closing thoughts? Do you have any closing thoughts for everybody that's listening?
Just keep questioning those beliefs and keep working through that. Our job is, we're about helping and serving others. And Aaliyah thinks Heather is beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Aaliyah. I think you're beautiful. I think your Nana's beautiful.
And then me doing my makeup.
And
I want to do like a different color on my lip.
questioning those beliefs, because we're here to serve others, but what I'm learning and what I'm getting from all of this is until I can help me, and that doesn't mean I'm broken, but I need to take care of me. I need to speak my truth and honor my truth and own my personal power. And in doing that, that's when I serve others. And sometimes I get in that, caught up in that, what do I need to do out there, where it's really I need to figure out what I need to do here, and then how I serve others will come. How I inspire others will come. But
Yeah.
so I guess that's just it. Keep just questioning that, and keep honoring those small little truths, and that self-love, and bringing it back to the self, because when we're our authentic selves, that's when we can inspire. That's when we can help whoever it is we need to help. And it might not be everybody. It's probably not everybody. It's just whoever it is that resonates with me. But I can't be that until I can be me. And so to keep working through my beliefs and keep letting them go, keep questioning why I do, questioning the beliefs and deciding maybe that works for me and maybe it doesn't. So that's my biggest thing, is just keep working through those beliefs and questioning them and understanding really why, if you choose to believe it, why you believe it. If you choose not to, why you're, and then let it go, and being that authentic self. So, and allowing yourself permission to be like perfectly imperfect. And
Wow.
and giving myself permission that I am perfect and perfectly imperfect. And it is, sometimes it's painful, and sometimes it's like, I want to hide my head. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's still me, and it's okay. And so that's just it.
Absolutely. I love that so much. Perfectly imperfect. And that, on some of those days, like you said, I want to hide my head. Well, that's okay. You're still yourself, and you still accept yourself. And I love how you share too, like as you've stepped into your authentic self, then you can really truly serve at that level, and then those people, as you are in your authentic self, those people who really need you are super attracted to you, and it's been absolutely incredible to watch that happen. It's just been so amazing. So huge kudos to you, girl. You do the work. You do the work. So yay. Thank you so very, very much for being here, Jen. It's just amazing to be in your energy. And just thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you want an amazing Reiki massage, go see Jen Hart. So awesome. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see the rest of you, and perhaps Jen as well, on the angel card pull in 2 minutes. So take care, Jen. Much light and love.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.